Hello everybody, my name is Fythodas, welcome to this video, welcome to this channel if this is the first time ever. We have been here for many years now, but remember to subscribe if you are new. We have thousands of Titan Quest content and more is coming always. Here we have a build which I think that at least visually many people will love. I already love it, I mean the looks, how it looks like. This is a build based on the legendary set, the full set. The Abyssal Greaves, I'm using the full set. This set consists of this item, the bracers, the chest armor and the shield, 4 item set. And I decided to make a build based on the full set of the Abyssal set. Now, what do we have here? We have the class which is Daoist. Daoist is made up of Warfare Master and Neidan, Eternal Embers DLC for Neidan Mastery. And for my attribute points I have spent points only on strength. Most of my points went to strength and the rest of the points went to dexterity. Why strength? Because I wanted to increase of course my strength, my physical damage. This is mainly a physical damage build. And dexterity because I wanted to increase also offensive ability, because with melee builds, if you don't have enough offensive ability, you will not be able to even hit your enemies, let alone deal critical damage if you go to make a critical damage build. By making critical damage build means that you need as much offensive ability as possible. More than 1500 offensive ability to have a very effective critical damage build. Now we can see here the resistances, very good legendary, 63 fire, 59 cold, perfect lightning, 70 pierce, minus 28 vitality, 70 poison, minus 100 very bad bleeding, but 71% physical on top of this very nice armor. I mean, this is very good. Physical damage will not kill this build. Offensive ability is good enough. Defensive ability is not good enough. We would need to have at least 800 in the beginning of legendary. Or anyway, I will increase this one by spending more points to dexterity from here on. And this is the build. We have 20% stun resist, 80% here, 71% here. Not perfect, but overall very good. Very good resistances. Now, in Warfare Mastery, we have maxed out the weapon training because it provides attack speed and offensive ability with some melee weapons. This one doesn't work with spears, for example, so if you use a spear and you use weapon training, you are wasting your weapon slot. Remember this detail. Here we have the dodge attacks maxed out, force survivability, maxed out battle standard and the triumph add-on for more damage and survivability. Maxed out on slot and ignore pain for more resistance physical and pierce. 1 point spent on hamstring and maxed out ardor for movement and attack speed. Maxed out whirlwind and lacerate for more damage. This is also a movement skill. It will make you run very fast to enemies in the distance and hit them and deal damage and hit multiple targets, 4 targets maximum. And here we have maxed out War Horde to stun enemies and Doom Horde to reduce their health and reduce their armor to deal more physical damage on them. In Neidan Mastery we don't have many skills. We have the Potted Elixir when we drink a potion we get these buffs. So poison, life leech, bleeding, buff, yeah, it is minus 100. When you get this buff, plus 38%, okay, whatever. Here we have the consequences. Maxed out and maxed out the add-on consequences just to be used to spread it out to other enemies. We have maxed out the weakest chakra. This one gives more damage and it reduces damage and resistance of enemies as well, so it makes things easier for us to survive and deal more damage as well. Here we have maxed out the Aura of Tranquility to provide more buffs, damage absorption, so although we don't have a very good resistances, vitality or bleeding, damage absorption works also even against these types of damage, so these things are not as bad as they look. First, because we have this one always activated damage absorption, and then because we have these ones here, when we drink a potion we get even more bleeding resistance and whatever. Last but not least, we have the Blessing of Jin-chan maxed out. This one provides potions and gold from enemies that we kill. It is based on a chance, but it is an amazing skill if you go to make some gold in this game. So this is it when it comes you know, to skills. Now the items are very interesting. Why? Because this build uses a combination of items of the latest DLC and early game. The Abyssal set, as far as I remember, comes from the base game, or Hades Immortal Throne expansion, which came out back in 2007 anyway. But nowadays, in Titan Quest Anniversary, Immortal Throne expansion is one and the same with the base game, so it is a game, the base game we call it, the Anniversary Edition. So this one comes from the base game, and some items come from the latest DLC, Eternal Embers. This artifact, Strength of Pagu, is one of the items that comes from Eternal Embers. It is very, very powerful. It provides many resistances, offensive ability, strength, total damage, and cosmic strike skill, which is very powerful. When it triggers, it deals lots of damage to multiple enemies. Here we have the Evil Lion Head, a very OP weapon from Eternal Embers Act only. Many types of damage, attack speed, strength buffs, and a buff to skills in Warfare Mastery. Overall, this item is super duper powerful. And what else do we have? We don't have anything else from Eternal Embers here. We have the Star of Elysium, which is a very powerful legendary rig, one of the best I would say, for the types of damage it provides and also resistances. Here we have the Eye of Reveries, one more very nice and very useful many times legendary rig because of the offensive and defensive ability it provides. And the rest of the stats as well. Here we have the Essence of Styx Amulet. This amulet is super awesome for survivability only, it doesn't provide any damage buffs. But when it comes to survivability, it's very powerful. And here we have the Kilix Spiked Visor. As far as I remember, this one comes from Ragnarok or Atlantis DLCs, I don't remember exactly which one. I think it is Ragnarok though. This one, I'm using this one because it provides very good resistances, and also we get this phalanx skill, which I have it down there. Now this one is not really dealing any serious damage, you could say, in legendary at least, but it is very useful to have it. I don't use this one only for the skill, I'm using it mostly for the resistances. So we have the 4 items of the set, we have the boots. We can see the set buffs: physical resistance, pierce, elemental poison resist, life leech, energy leech, shield block chains, energy health regen, defensive ability, absorption of spell energy. Overall, the bonuses are very good of this set. Here we have the Abyssal Plate. The item itself provides some resistances, but on its own, without the buffs, the bonuses of the set, this item is not very good. Not for endgame at least. And this item as well, it is not that good for endgame on its own. And we have the Abyssal Bracers. Again, this item is not very good on its own for endgame, but we can say that if we put together the whole set, then the whole set becomes very good for endgame. But each one of the items on its own, outside of the set for endgame, is not very good. And the shield. The shield also provides the Flame Surge skill. The Flame Surge skill is, let me show you which one is it. This one. But this skill is kind of useless in legendary. This is why I don't have it here, I'm not using it. It is a waste of energy points, I would say. So these are the items, these are the stats, the skills, the attribute points. Do we have nothing special when it comes to buffs? But this weapon is very OP on its own already. These are the numbers of damage. Let's activate this one again, which drinks energy. So let's go kill some enemies. Of course, this is the beginning of the game. I'm showing to you the builds in the beginning, how they look like a legendary. But this one is very satisfying. It looks great, it's very satisfying to play with, although it is very simple as a melee build. But it is somehow it is very satisfying to play with this one. I don't know why. Maybe because I like very much melee builds. Let's use this one. Ah, okay. At least this skill can kill some satyrs in Legendary.
I know it's day. How can I go home?
Use it, use it. Use it or abuse it. Easy.
The necklace! My daughter.
I don't know, maybe it is the looks of the build, but it feels very dynamic, very powerful, very... not powerful only on the numbers of damage it is, but the feeling, it gives you that feeling, maybe because of how this melee weapon looks and because it is a bit slow at attacking enemies. But although it is a bit slow, it still deals lots of damage, and maybe this is why the combination of all of these details makes it feel quite powerful. Let's use this one, the weakest chakra. I'll go kill some skeletons as well to see how it deals against skeletons.
The Spartan army.
Yeah, very good damage against skeletons too. Very good performance, at least in the beginning of Legendary. So guys, this is the build, this is the Abyssal set build. Finally one more full set build is here. I don't know if you like this build, let me know in the comments below if you like it, if you had any ideas to improve it. Remember that none of the legendary items is upgraded. Just imagine the room for improvements this build has if you upgrade all the items, and also if hypothetically I was playing one build, one character from level 1 to level to legendary endgame anyway, and I took that build through all 6 endgame dungeons throughout the 3 campaigns. 1 endgame dungeon in normal difficulty, 2 endgame dungeons in epic, and 3 endgame dungeons in legendary. Why am I saying this? Because if you do this with the endgame dungeons, the first time you complete an endgame dungeon, you get a permanent reward, random reward but permanent, such as resistances, things like this. So, if you got to reach the maximum potential of your character, you need to also take them through the endgame dungeon. Anyways, I'll be back very soon with more videos and live streams. Enjoy your day, thanks for watching, subscribe, support this channel for more content to keep coming always. Have a good day, guys.